Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Star Series of the SEA Qualifier. I am Luminous. I'm going to be joined by Aosin, and this is GeekFam versus TNC. TNC currently doing quite well in the SEA Qualifiers, and GeekFam, well, not so much. As my favorite, as my co-caster would really like to say, they have nothing else to lose. They're up against a much better team, and TNC probably going to play their standard Dota, but we might see something crazy out of GeekFam.
So what's GeekFam's current standings?
Let me look it up right now. I think they are towards the bottom half, but you keep talking.
I mean, like you said, kind of expect them to do something out of the ordinary if they don't really have if they're already out. If they aren't already out, then and they still have a chance to make it through, then there's definitely no chance where they'll mess around. But if they are thinking about something weird, I mean, this is definitely not out of the ordinary. I mean, Rubik and Luna is like very, very commonly picked up as the first couple of picks or ban.
Okay, so GeekFam, they have played 5 matches. They have won 1, drawn 2, and lost 2. So they're not mathematically out.
They're not out then. Yeah, there's definitely no way they're gonna mess around and have fun.
Meanwhile, TNC, out of their 3 matches played, they have won 2 and drawn 1. They've actually done the best out of the teams that played like their amount of matches. Like Faceless, they have played 4, they've won 2, drawn 2. Warriors, same thing, won 2, drawn 2. So TNC, if they get the 2-0 here, which technically they should, they'll be comfortably in the first slot.
So basically, if they draw, they're tied with Faceless, and if they win, they are first place.
Yeah. Although to be fair, you can make the argument that TNC has played the quote-unquote easy teams. Power Gaming, they beat 2-0, but Power Gaming is dead last. And then they beat Mineski. Mineski is also mathematically out. And then they drawn 1-1 versus Fnatic. So I think the teams that TNC need to face remaining, they still have Faceless, they still have Warrior Gaming, they still have Execration, and even GeekFam here, you could argue that may be able to take a game off of TNC. So it's not exactly, sunshine and rainbows right now for TNC. They kind of have to slog through a lot of good teams.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, their performance after WSG has been pretty solid. They just have to play a little more composed. I think it was before yesterday? They played a very, very strange game where it felt like they were just playing very, very cockily. And as long as they avoid doing something like that, I think they're in a really comfortable position to just take these games fairly easily.
Are you talking about TNC?
Yeah, TNC.
TNC, we only saw them play 2 games yesterday, right? The first game...
So it's yesterday, okay.
Yeah, the first game they just completely stomped. Like hardcore, we saw the power of the... I think it was a Darkseer Slaughter combo, and they just ran over everyone. And then
the second game was the Meepo pick.
Right, and the Meepo pick actually made it harder on themselves. They kind of had to fall back to the Sam H Darkseer again. And it was combined with a Earth Spirit by Tim's, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, GeekFam seems to know that that's their trademark offlaner and support combo, so they just ban it out in the first phase.
I don't think Darkseer is worth the first phase ban, but against TNC is, you take it out. And once again, we're going to see the Pudge, which, I don't know, man, I'm kind of down on that hero right now.
Seems like people just really like it to combo it up with the Rubik. You just lift and hook someone.
Yeah.
It's always good for a potential save when Slaughter blinks in and crushes.
I agree. The downside of this is that as pro teams pick more and more of Pudge, he's gonna be infiltrating pubs. I don't think people already need more reasons.
He already is.
Yeah.
He already is. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I pick him too. So.
I mean, yeah, he's a good hero.
It's great.
If you hit the.
I mean, he can fall flat on his face at the same time, so it's kind of hit or miss.
I don't know. Whenever I see the highest MMR player on my team pick Pudge, I just facepalm. I'm like, we lost. It's just I don't know. Nobody's that good with Pudge in pubs.
That's why you have to take it into your own hands and learn how to play himself. That's what I'm doing. I've lost MMR, but you know what? I'm learning.
And you're having fun, maybe.
Sort of, yeah.
All right, we got a Venge Ogre combo, which I'm not the biggest fan of Venge as a support because I feel like she's very weak. But when you pair it up with a very strong support like Ogre, then I feel like suddenly this combination of heroes they could do a lot. They could roam together as a pair and do a ton. They could actually scale into the mid and late game very well because of Bloodlust and Swap, as well as the amplification that Venge gives you. But now we're gonna see.
I actually think this is potentially a carry Venge.
Okay, you think this is support Slaughter instead?
And it might just be an offlane Slaughter. It's just.
Oh right. Okay.
Yeah, it might just be a core Slaughter, core Venge.
Is there anything that makes you think like this? Makes you hunch?
It's just like, you know, with there being a Pudge, if someone gets hooked, you can actually turn the fight around just by having a core Venge go in like that, and you just itemize for it and tank up.
Okay. Get that
So
help.
it's kind of like a counter to Pudge. If your Slaughter initiates, like, you know, great, just kill off whoever gets stunned. But if your teammate gets hooked in, I mean, this is a potential like save,
Okay.
and it can pretty easily turn a fight around, I think.
I think now that's seeing the LC as a pickup. I'm not sure if that's a good idea anymore because half the time LC finds that he can't initiate against anybody except Venge because Venge is going to swap him out anyways. Right? So I don't know if you want to throw a lot of farm onto the Venge to get him LC dueled. If that logic makes sense.
It really depends on how the game is going. And I mean, we're just speculating here. They can always just keep this as a support. Just pick something else as a carry. I mean, this is a great game for blade mails. So maybe just pick something that can buy blade mail.
Yo, Lone Druid ban last phase. They heard you with that Lone Druid discussion.
I think it's a really good hero.
I'm actually surprised that Shadow Fiend was the 4th pick here because I feel like Blade Mail from LC is going to be quite good. Pudge is going to put pressure on the Shadow Fiend, ideally. And I thought something like an OD would have been a bit better because OD also, the nice added benefit is that whenever LC is dueling somebody, you just Astral that. But instead, they ban the OD and they pick up Juggernaut themselves.
Well, Magic Immune carry. Healing Ward for the duel or whoever gets hooked. And you can just Omni / LC, I guess, if you decide to duel.
I feel like this is actually, like, if this is not TNC going up against GeekFam, where one team is, you know, significantly better than the other on paper, I'm going with TNC's draft, or sorry, GeekFam's draft, because I feel like one Blade Mail will rule them all. In fact, Pudge getting a Blade Mail will be a pretty big deal against both Shadow Fiend and Juggernaut.
You know what the counter to Blade Mail is?
I'm not
Buy
sure.
Silver Edge.
Okay.
I learned this from my friend Frenzy.
Okay.
He used to play on FDL. Played an in-house with him, and I went the Blade Mail build on Quap, and he built Silver Edge and destroyed me with Troll. And I was wondering why my Blade Mail did no damage, and it actually reduces the effectiveness by a huge amount.
So it reduces your damage output.
Right. Yeah, from the Blade Mail. So you actually don't really take much at all.
I mean, I think the build would work doubly effective against Queen of Pain because Queen of Pain relies the Blade Mail on damage output and lifesteal. I don't know if you were 25 at the point.
I wasn't even 25,
okay.
But it looked like I did no damage to him.
Fair enough. I mean, it's also good against Quap in the sense that, like, Quap's all burst, right? So if you break her by, 40% damage output, then she's kind of weak. Anyways, we're going to have Ember as the final pickup here, and honestly, I mean, Ogre and Venge are not exactly the best stunners in the game, so Slaughter is going to be the #1 stunner to lock down this Ember.
Yeah. Well, we're going to have to see. Oh, see, good thing someone in chat said audio isn't working. Apparently my audio isn't working.
Steven, your audio's not working. Turn that...
How can this be a thing? No, it's working. No, it's working.
Maybe you needed to speak up.
Yeah, I think that actually is the case.
Am I not speaking up?
I wouldn't be able to tell.
I think I'm speaking up. Okay, it's actually not detecting in my mic sometimes. All right.
Maybe he's referring to you, not
Maybe.
me.
All right, let's fix that real fast.
Oh, it's you who's silent. Oh, okay, not me.
Hello, hello. I mean, it's so loud. It's so loud here. No threshold. Hello.
Maybe he's trolling you. Who knows?
Maybe.
But anyways, early smoke, getting the wards out. Crimson. It seems like this is like the most popular warding spot right now. I think people are definitely going to catch on to this.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a support and you're looking to deward at this spot, I think that's the #1 spot you check. I mean, you put the sentry here, because some people like to like put it over here instead.
They're
Anyways,
walking up the hill.
Reor smoke breaks and shitty venge cast range feels bad. They should sentry here right now, yeah, and they do. That preparation, that foresight.
Yep, everyone's onto this this Pudge lane pulling thing. This is probably why this is probably the real reason why people pick Pudge, actually, just so you can force everyone to do something about the side pulls.
Well, the beauty of the dire side Pudge is that you could also pull this camp on the mid lane. I mean, you could have done that in the O patch, but you just like you body drag the creeps here, and then you stand your Pudge here, and you pull up here with the hook. So I don't think people are actually realizing how good Pudge is. And regarding to the side pull, I don't think people are playing it correctly either, because the beauty of side pull is you hit a level 2 pretty much instantaneously, and you're supposed to be roaming with the level 2. But what I've been seeing instead is people is like, oh, I could side pull. Let me just stay here and try to get 5. And I just think that you just lose a lot of effectiveness on the hero by doing so.
Well, Rodgi, he knows about this, anticipated it perfectly, and he's ready to hit this side pull to see just how effective it is. He even bought the Quelling Blade, like he's totally committed to this.
Okay. I mean, you could actually just mess up and just like ruin your laning stage. Oh my god, he can't pull the small one. There you go. Easy.
Got it. I mean, this is when you can tell someone went into the practice mode to test this stuff out.
Always good to see. And now the fact that Clarity does not get cancelled by neutrals allows you to do that. I mean, there's 2 ways you can actually do this. You could just auto attack and make sure your Crit Wave survives. And you could even pull it to the Ancient to fully deny the Crit Wave. Meanwhile, it looks like Teehee in a lot of trouble. Cuckoo comes in. I think he's going to die to a Sea Race. Ooh, nice Fair Fire. But the burn might be enough. He turns on the fire to ignite the fire, and now Shrined up in the very last second. Alright, did have to
very nicely done.
Commit a lot of resource to survive, but he did survive.
And Rodgi, he connects the pull with another hook down the hill.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he clearly practices. This is actually really nice to see.
Right.
And like you said, this is really effective. He's level 2.5 already.
And then like that, if he lasted everything, you can see that his gold is almost at boots. You're supposed to buy boots, get like 2.5, almost level 3, and just start being effective. And in fact, we might see a chain into a gank, chain into a hook. Yes, nicely done. Your tower now going on.
Tower's gonna hit once.
Yeah, nice body block from Teehee, and that's gonna be first blood being dropped by Raji. Damn. I mean, this.
You talked about top lane, Crimson goes down.
Yeah, that's.
But you were talking about how there hasn't been too many effective Pudges.
Yep.
But this is by far the most effective.
This guy, he went into the lab, man.
Oh, Psionics up top. He has to be really careful. Look how low he is. He's farming with like 50 health.
It's fine. He's got magic stick. He's got tangles. Meanwhile, now Pudge rotating bottom. I don't think Raven can be killed, especially with that healing ward, but it looks like that's going to get sniped. And the patience. Raji looking for the hook. And they know
They see him.
Yeah, they see him. Oh, but what are you going to do about this?
We are.
Actually, Raji might be a little bit of trouble. He's going to run away from Raven. And now Velo going in. Velo's got a pro-man shield, so he's not too worried. In fact, Pudge coming back in. Hook. Actually, he doesn't have mana for it. Back in the mid lane, though, looks like Teehee dies to solo from Cuckoo. Cuckoo is seemingly outlaning him pretty hard.
I mean, to be fair, I'm pretty sure this is like a totally, I wouldn't say impossible, but it's a very, very bad matchup for an Ember Spirit.
Yeah, but he's got a gank. Right?
Is it enough? I don't think the matchup is good good enough for the Ember Spirit to win it with just one gank.
Yeah, I guess Ogre ganked him earlier too, so that's something to be said about that. Raji's gonna swing around. I mean, that's the power of this combination, right? The whole chain into easy hooks. But this time he's gonna be much closer to his tower. Okay, he's gonna try to juke, but I think that juke might have been the death of him. Chain's gonna be available. Nice hook here, and Fairy Fire has been popped. So is the Magic Stick. Cuckoo, though, is gonna go down to the right click. I think Raji will go down. Body Block's gonna come out here.
He's buying everything.
Oh, dude, he's not gonna be dead. Nicely done.
And he, yeah.
This is the punch I'm expecting. That I'm hyped for. Actually, doesn't even have to go home, man. He's got Tranquils. Look at him.
Yeah, we definitely keep your eyes out on this Pudge. He's making pretty much all the plays happening for GeekFam right now.
Yep.
Every other lane is just trying to get their farm and levels, so he's like the only one who's able to get anything done. I mean, he's watching the mid lane. Is he gonna hit this?
I'm not sure.
Double raise down.
I'm not sure if his HP pool is gonna be enough here, but now with the chain,
here we go.
Yeah, I mean he will die, but it doesn't
He
matter.
blocked the hook.
Okay, it doesn't matter. T's gonna pick up the kill. I mean, he probably wouldn't have to die if he didn't block the hook. But Pudge needed a fountain trip anyways, and I guess the downside is that Shadow Fiend picks up the kill. Now he's gonna be at a top lane. Crimson is gonna be the lift here to set things up. And this Crawling Blade purchase. Alright. You're gonna toss him back. Crush has already been used. Easy hook. Raji.
3, 1, and 1. All 4 kills so far.
Damn. I mean, he makes this game easy to the camera, because we just follow him.
He's all the action.
Yeah. I actually missed a couple of kills because I've been following him too much. But it's fine.
And the best part about it is that he's actually doing really well on EXP as well. It's 5 minutes in, he's already 4.5.
Yep. Oh, and actually now pops smoke. He's everywhere. The Ninja Pudge. Probably should wait for Crimson to initiate, though. Unless he's that damn confident about his hook.
Tim's gonna be on the side. I think they're expecting him to be here.
Okay.
No, they want to go for Sam H.
I don't know if they see Sam H, though.
Well, they have to make something happen soon. This smoke is about to run out.
I mean,
I want Cuckoo, obviously, but...
Yeah, I say he's putting pressure on Cuckoo, right? Cuckoo's not lane anymore. He's jungling, which... Now they should see Cuckoo soon. No, Cuckoo's actually going to farm this camp instead. Very good awareness here by TNC.
Well, that's one way to deal with the Pudge. Just don't show up at all.
Okay. Raji's
they're
cutting...
wasting a lot of their time here.
I mean, they're securing farm for a Teehee, so that's one thing that they're getting out of it. Okay, they have the slight chain combo, but chain's only
They're standing
level
on top of a ward, though. They know exactly what's going on.
Yeah. Slight chain? Oh! Okay, that was a little bit awkward, and now T committed. He does still have a way out. He's gonna jump back out. Alright.
Not the worst, and they're gonna go and fountain up together.
Okay.
But, I mean, that was a lot of time wasted by GeekFam. I mean, it was almost like a minute and a half. They were just sitting in mid.
I mean, Venge and Ogre had to also rotate, so... But still, it was a smoke commitment, and it didn't get too much. Bottom, the 1v1 going pretty well, as you expect for Raven, because he's got the... Well, it's not a truly 1v1, because he's got backup support. But... Velo is still getting a ton out of this lane as well.
Yeah, definitely. He's already level 6, and Phase Boots and Blightstone is his item of choice. He actually already used Duel, but I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
Nothing came out of it. No one has bonus damage.
Omni Slash? Yeah.
No, Legion Commander is way too tanky for him to make that kind of a play. He would have to hit the Omni Slash and then spin as well, which he does have the mana for now.
Oh, but here comes the Pudge. A hook into Duel under tower will be all they need to get the kill. And Raji's...
Seems like Raven knows something is up.
I mean, I gotta say, Raji's already effectiveness, like, he's already done what he needs to do. And anything on top of this is now icing on the cake. Teehee aggressively going on Reor, but not gonna be able to force the kill. Ooh, Shadow Fiend
Interesting to see.
invised up.
He's got that ulti. He knows both of them are here. Raven can easily bait this out.
Or maybe he's gonna wait for the duel to happen first and then just get the easy ult. Ooh, in fact, the ult's gonna come here on Velo, and that should be an easy kill, yeah. And now Raven, is he gonna force like another? No, just back it up. You know the old Invis rune and Shadow Fiend ult, as soon as you channel that ult, your Invis breaks.
Yeah, that was the worst thing ever.
Yeah, but now you get the full channel. It's actually such a big like buff to Shadow Fiend.
I think it actually still breaks your invis, but only towards the
End.
Yeah, really towards the end.
And used to that, like, as soon as you start your wiggling dance, like, it's, you see. Alright, Raven gets poured up top, he's smoked up. And they're actually going to take the long way around, which, the danger for this is that the Rubik could tank the gank. Or not.
Well, he moves away. I mean, this Luna has to be very careful. He's in a very dangerous location right now. With no help with him, this...
Oh, smoke breaks! Okay, Clap. Clap's gonna get a little bit of movement slow, but the spin, and I think it's pretty much guaranteed. The question is, what are they gonna have to use? Omni Slash. Sam H almost dies.
That was very close.
Yeah. And now the rotation from GeekFam a little bit slow. So it seems like it's GeekFam a step behind in all of these engagements.
I mean, on the bright side, at least they still have the Eclipse on the Luna. Oh, smoke breaks. They catch out Rior. There's going to be a duel.
Woo! Or not here.
Wait, Rodkey, no. Velo is definitely yelling at Rodkey for that one.
Okay, can they rot him down? Okay, rot through the trees. That's going to be one kill. But the question is, are they going to make it out alive? Everyone is quite low in terms of HP. Sam H. Whoo! These hooks.
That hook.
But where's the duel? The duel is not ready up here. Jump forward here. Teehee looking. Okay. Chain not necessary. Looks like Tower did take down the Pudge. Meanwhile, Velo moving forward, still looking for a duel. He's going to phase through these trees or not. The teleport coming in is going to scare them away. No, Venge lifted back into a beam, into finally a duel. There you go.
There we go.
First victory of the game here for Velo.
Well, that looked very, very sloppy from TNC. They just seem to like pour in one by one. I thought like, you know, after one person gets caught out, you might as well just give up or regroup a little more cleanly.
Yeah, I agree. Looks like Cuckoo is going to be going for the very standard Dragonlance. Normally you go for Shadow Blade if you're having a decent game. And I would say Shadow Blade is actually quite good to dodge all of these ganks. But I guess you just want to stats up a little bit.
Alright. Everyone just goes back. I feel like GeekFam should probably put some use to their Luna's Eclipse. They took one tower with it and they still haven't used it. I think they can easily just go and pressure another lane or something like that.
Would you suggest them making the same play like TNC did earlier? Just TP the Luna to a tier 2 and then smoke up with the support and just go? Or are you suggesting like just straight up walk up to a tower and start sieging it?
Well, you should never give away too much information if you're going to go for a push, right? You don't exactly want to like have all 5 of your heroes show up at top lane for a push. Like if you're going to push like that, then just let the Luna push the lane out a little bit and then everyone runs to her.
Oh my god. Cuckoo almost forced a kill on Velo. Kind of punishing him a bit. I mean, despite all of the Pudge plays, the score is 6-7, and the net worth is very much so in the favor of TNC. TNC is still farming better. In the overall grand scheme of things, I think GeekFam needs to do a lot more if they want to get a victory here.
Yeah, I definitely agree. TNC just seem to be a little better in the efficiency department. They're just farming way faster than GeekFam is.
Oh, they see Crimson. Crimson's dead. Well, that's a review of the Blink. Probably sure they wanted more than a Rubik kill, but, you know, kill's the kill.
Yeah. I mean, and to be fair, like... Oh, Sam H, he's just going into Roshan. They want to take this.
Really?
He...
Yeah. I don't know about this.
He didn't intend for Roshan to beat him to death, but...
I mean, if they know this is happening, a single overwhelming odds here is going to just shred these guys apart. Where's Velo? Velo's not coming for this.
It is so close. Yeah, it's dead. I mean, if you're gonna decide on this, you have to be quick.
Yeah.
The Slargar factor.
Slaughter Shadow Fiend factor.
And Cuckoo is gonna go for that Shadow Blade, like you mentioned.
Okay. I mean, it just plays like these where I feel like GeekFam is perhaps outplaying TNC a bit, but then like they win the small victories, but they lose the big battles. And TNC getting big objectives.
Well, at this point, GeekFam are just waiting for Velo's Blink Dagger to start them off. It's only 100 gold away, but Rodkey, he's walking through this ward. This is a pretty big kill. This is going to translate into probably a tier 2.
Yeah, definitely a tier 1. And with tier 1's such low HP, maybe the tier 2 is going to happen. And Shadow Fiend's going to rotate in. Damage is coming out. Yep.
Yeah, they have the Aegis, so this should be an easy tier 2 attempt. Pudge is still down. They don't have to worry about anything. And with the Venjara, well, Venjara is only level 1, but more than enough damage to take this out.
In fact, I think they could poke up to the high ground. Maybe force a glyph used. Make them TP back. Roger can hit a hook, but I don't know if he wants to actually land this hook.
Yeah, definitely not the kind of hook you want to hit. Just yet.
Okay.
He's going for it. Catches Cuckoo. I don't know if this is the best idea.
Yeah, he's not even going to bite him. Overwhelming odds. That's what he needed to do earlier. Healing Ward gets stolen. If they land another hook here, it could be... Oh, that creep though! Wait.
I think it probably still would have missed.
No, I think that was a TNC creep.
No, I mean, like, even if it wasn't there, it might have.
Oh, that was definitely body block. It was well done.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright, Velo does have Blink, so if they could catch a big kill here, maybe like Ravens mid, they ping him out.
Alright, let's see what they can do with this counter smoke. They do have the Blink up on Velo. They actually have to catch out the Venge first, otherwise I don't think there's any way they're gonna make a kill happen here.
Yeah. The movement is just a bit like too predictable, right? Like normally when you get such a deep push like that and you can retreat safely, the enemy team like it's almost feeling like they're forced to get something done. So the likelihood of a smoke is very high.
Alright, Rodkey, he wants to hit this hook. This is a very good hook if he
lands it.
Oh,
where's the bite? I think he got fogged maybe?
I think so.
Well, I mean, TNC just doesn't care, right? Like, they still have Aegis on Shadow Fiend. They could just keep going. In fact, Shadow Fiend,
he's wrapping around.
They see Velo.
This could be big. Nothing comes out of it.
Funny thing is that Raven's the one without the Aegis, but he's playing like he has one. He's just like going right on top of the tower.
I mean, he's like actually really tanky. This is just the strength of that Dominator build.
Yeah.
He's got 1400 life, and he's got that spin to rely on.
I also really appreciate the magic wand, the completed magic wand. It's just like, it just adds that extra level of survivability on top of your hero.
And the game definitely slowed down all of a sudden. Both teams just playing very carefully.
I mean, I think the game slowing down is bad for the Pudge team, right? Like you want,
definitely.
You
I
want
mean, TNC is already pulling ahead in farm.
Yeah. I mean, I guess this explains why the Juggernaut pick, right? I keep saying like Blamemail is very good against it, but I mean at this point, this Legion commander is so underfarmed that Blamemail is so far away. In fact, he's going for Armlet, so Blamemail is not even going to be a factor for a long time.
I don't think Blade Mail is actually very good against TNC's lineup, though.
I mean, it's good against Requiem and crits, I guess. But
I mean, that's about it. But I mean, you have to like understand that Juggernaut is most likely going to be immune to all of the Blade Mail damage, right? If you're going to Omni Slash, you're not going to take anything. If you're spinning, you're not going to take anything either.
It's more of like if you get to initiate, which so far they really haven't been able to.
But, you know, after that laning phase, TNC is just, like, really, really disciplined now.
Yeah.
Not getting caught out, always playing 5-man, ready to respond if anyone gets caught out.
And I think it's TNC that's trying to catch people out now. Cuckoo can make solo kills happen with his ult. And Slardar has been making a ton of plays already.
Alright, Aegis runs out. There's only one tier 2 left on GeekFam side. And Cuckoo, he's looking at this top lane.
I'm surprised that he just didn't Shadow Blade in. But I guess Rubik is not likely to be alone.
I wonder what he was doing there. Is he just trying to bait? I feel
mean,
like he's just trying to bait them.
He had vision of here.
Right. So that's probably a bait, right? He's just wasting everyone's time. He was forcing the entire Dire team to just walk up there, and he just leaves.
Okay.
So that's a pretty neat play.
I mean, they never saw the Shadow Fiend, so for all GeekFam knows, there's no Shadow Fiend there.
Oh, no. He a top lane.
Oh,
like,
he just showed himself.
Looking at Rubik.
Yeah, he just showed
Yeah,
himself.
he was looking at Rubik in the face. It almost made it look like he was an illusion, but it's actually the hero.
Should have C-raised randomly just to show him it's like, I'm not illusion.
Yeah. Alright, TNC are gathering up. Smoke. One more tier 2 tower. I think if they manage to make a successful smoke happen here, this is going to be pretty damn big. It's going to be a huge gold swing if they manage to take this last tier 2.
Shadow Fiend actually going for S and Y. What's your thought on that?
He sold it. No, he
Okay.
didn't sell it. Just kidding.
No, you
Thought he was going to
completely-
go for Manta, but Sanjin Yasha, I mean, I think this is perfectly fine. I think they feel like they're strong enough to just end the game at moment's notice.
I mean, S and Y is definitely...
Luna is running straight at them.
Blink Rush? Yep. On
Luna
V
gets
slash.
caught
Okay. I mean, I think that hook was meant for Psionex. Psionex gonna get healed up a little bit, but looks like the heal will be enough. And now, GeekFam looking to make some sort of play. They have the Blink of Velo, but no one's really
Cuckoo
isolated.
has double damage.
Yeah. They need detection down. They do drop a sentry. And Cuckoo should know. Blink, Crush from Sam H.
And Crush is stolen, but Rubik doesn't have a Blink Dagger, so it's going to be fairly difficult to get this off.
And they got the share too, which is really all they wanted.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, even though they weren't able to make a kill happen, you know, taking this tier 2 is definitely huge.
Yeah, so going back to the SMY, SMY is kind of like a win now item, right? Because I feel like if you're looking to scale, there's just better choices for the Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, honestly, like SMY, if you think about the item, it's the cost of essentially 2 ultimate orbs. And he would have Scotty after this creep wave if you wanted that.
Doesn't give you that movement speed, though.
Or the main.
The MAME is actually so weak on a range.
Look, I'm not a fan of this item, but you know, he's winning. I don't think he's gonna die unless he gets hooked. So.
Alright, GeekFam are grouped up again. This is probably their last smoke, so they really have to make it count. I'm pretty sure this is their last smoke.
Yep.
They got the angle, but I think TNC knows something is up.
I mean, as long as they just group up, they've been kind of playing the 4 and 1. Like Cuckoo's gonna be by himself. Cuckoo might run into this whole gang squad. I think the ward actually caught vision of Cuckoo. Cuckoo's gonna run straight to his team though. And I think that's
Going straight for that invis.
Yeah, the smoke's about to run out.
Alright, they're waiting for them on the high ground, I think.
Okay, smoke ends. They don't got any vision. Teehee moving forward. Chain not gonna hit. Okay,
This
now
is
what?
such an awkward position.
I mean,
They
now
know.
TNC's
Yeah,
gonna
they
go
know.
straight to the buildings, right?
Alright, Teehee has gone back first. Pudge is here to cut the creep wave.
Oh, blink stun, swap into a stun, perfectly executed, and well, he's dead. I mean, he's got
Oh, they
buyback.
got a courier.
I mean, tier 3 is about to go down. Hook, nice. Oh, that creep. It's a hero creep.
That looks so strange.
Yeah.
I didn't think that would have blocked, but they did.
I mean, look at how fast this building is going down. Okay, buyback coming out. Psionex dropping a beam. And TN's just off. And now Crimson is blocking the hook. I mean, Roger had the most explosive Pudge early game I've seen in a long while. And then nothing came from it. Because TNC.
I think a lot of it is just to do with like TNC just had much better farming and like map movement altogether. They just like avoided everything GeekFam threw at them. Like it was like 3 smokes in a row and nothing happened for GeekFam. And you just look at the CS thing. It's like they're just so far ahead of the cores on GeekFam side.
Cuckoo. Oh, look, this is gonna be big. Oh, I actually didn't die from it, but the right clicks.
And now you just go straight to Roshan and end the game. I mean, he's got that BKB queued up. I mean, I think like even if you don't like the Sanjin Yasha build, it's perfectly viable here. And Cuckoo is blessed by the
double
rune
damage.
gods. Yeah, I feel like he's got it like 4 times this game.
I mean, no, I don't dislike the SNY. The SNY is like a riskier item, like because they have to win essentially within the next 15 minutes or so. And I'm more of like a risk-averse player. I just want to get the safe item every time, but it looks like they are gonna win, right? Like I just don't see how GeekFam could actually repel the Shadow Fiend, and it's a calculated risk, I suppose.
Well, he's going for the second shrine, and then
Bottom, I guess. Oh, Courier! Oh my God, Courier run!
oh, no, it's fine. Ultimate orb. So Cuckoo has the money to buy his BKB. Well, actually, he's going for the Scotty now.
Okay.
But Courier is dead. He can't buy anything.
Yeah, it's fine. Super statted Shadow Fiend. It's the way to go, man. Just like so farm. Have we seen a second duel this game? Apart from that first one under the tower?
There's only been one.
Yeah. Well, I
he
mean,
hasn't had the opportunity because all their smokes didn't work out.
yeah. It just feels like everybody on the side of GeekFam is just stifled. They can't actually play the way they want to. The Pudge, the LC, and to a lesser extent the Ember Spirit, right? Even Ember Spirit is afraid to like go play the split pushing game. He's gone for the Blink Dagger instead of the BOTs. They're afraid to farm this wave outside of their base. My God.
Yeah, and like the thing about Ember as well is like his farm's not the worst. He has the items he needs to fight, but he's only level 14, and I don't think you can really rely on an Ember Spirit that's at such a low level. It's almost 30 minutes in. Normally, Embers who are doing somewhat decently are close to like 20 at this stage.
I mean, your damage output is pretty max, right? I guess you're missing your last level of your Fire Remnant.
Yeah, I mean, you're missing your talents, which is a really big thing.
No, he's got the 15% as well, Amp. Like,
I was referring to the CDR.
Okay.
The 20.
yeah. Alright, Cuckoo has the Scotty now. So, casual 2700 HP. Frost attacks. Hitting for close to 350.
Like 300, 339. Is that what it is?
Yeah, with minus armor on top.
It's got an Aegis too.
Yep.
And I mean, at this point, GeekFam are just kind of like they already expended all of their smoke, so
They're
I mean,
just
at
stuck
this
in the
point, they're
base.
just kind of like
Yeah.
they're just stuck in the base, and they're getting out farmed. Like, at what point do you decide to just make a play? Because I think like this kind of strategy is just waiting to lose.
I mean, you just basically I think they have to have one smoke in the shop, unless this shop tooltip is broken.
I don't think it ever shows you who has what.
It used to be that if you click on the like one team's hero, you could see what is in their shop. Okay, nice hook here. But Shadow Fiend actually does not carry. Pops the Blade Mail and the duel. Defensive swap's going to be back out here. And now Cuckoo is going to be able to channel the Requiem. He gets lifted up here. Velo's going to go down to the right click. Nice armlet toggle, but can't toggle out of this one. And now Luna's going to get defensive hook back, but Cuckoo's just in there. Look at Cuckoo's damage output and the right clicks. There's an Omni Slash. And now Teehee is there as well with the Blade Mail. Okay, Cuckoo's actually still not dead.
If he hit the Ember with his Requiem, he would have killed himself there.
Yeah, but the Ember died before that, so. In Chinese Puff, we call this the Godzilla monster. It's like, it's a monster that's slowly growing throughout the whole game.
Is that the terminology?
Yeah, instead of saying the Ray Boss, it's just like the Godzilla monster. It's like, what's happening over here?
Personally, I prefer the raid boss terminology.
Okay. I
But
mean,
Godzilla's not bad.
you're pretty guaylo, so I understand.
Yeah, that's true.
Look at Tim's score, 0, 0, and 10. Perfect support play. I gotta say, I got a little hype for Raji's pudge. Like, he did everything. He got the pull off in the beginning. He got the second pull. He got the multiple kills after it, and quick boots and everything.
You know, I just had to check. Like, since he said perfect support play, I just had to check his ratings. And
Uh-huh.
you click on Tim's ratings, look at his supporting rating. Do you still consider him the perfect support?
Look, man, he's playing the 4, so he's not warding a lot, and he doesn't have any heals. So it's so dumb. It's so dumb that this is, yeah.
The rating system, yeah, it's pretty funny.
Apparently, this is a below-average game for him. So gotta step it up next game, Tims. I mean, is there anything that we need to say about this game? Like TNC,
It was just not like the map movement from GeekFam just wasn't as good as TNC's. TNC just understood very well what GeekFam were trying to do with every smoke throughout the game. And after that laning phase, like they just completely fell apart. TNC just took over the game after the laning phase ended. Like
Yeah.
they didn't get caught out at all.
This is just a very good example of one team just kind of outclassing another team. Like, if you this is like a definition of a tier 1 team versus a tier 2 team, right? Like the tier 2 team got the much stronger lanes, but the more experienced team was able to deflect all of these punches coming out and got the easy victory. So game 2 is going to be coming up next, and hopefully we're not going to have any server issues, so we have the game right to you guys. But we'll take a short break and we'll be back.